Lord Denning, Judiciary's attitude toward Acts of Parliament. To begin with, it is necessary to mention that Lord Denning was a judge for nearly 40 years. His career started in 1944. He often made courageous, however justified decisions, made a great contribution to the development of the law, and was rather an influential judge in the Commonwealth and all over the world. He is the most appreciated judge of the 20th century, as he left an unprecedented mark on the development of the law system and English law in particular. He is regarded as people's judge for his eternal wish to override precedent and make it more justified, as he had seen the issues of justice, and his justice was also simply formulated without complex words and entangled definitions, which he delivered in a Hampshire burr. His judiciary's usual attitude towards Acts of Parliament may be researched by his most well-known cases, which are Northman v. Barnett LBC, Royal College of Nursing v. DHSS, and Mandla v. Dowell. The fact that it is considered that it was Parliament's aim and intention to empower the law on the issues regarded in the enlisted cases, unequal treatment of the workers, abortions, and discrimination against the plaintiffs within the Race Relations Act 1976, there can be no hesitation that the law may fail due to this essentially and basically flawed check. Originally, it was not clearly regulated that judges are free to adopt purposive strategies if they are able to define a clear statement of the legislation. It is emphasized that the unorthodox approach by Lord Denning in advocating the case of Northman v. London Borough of Barnet, he was merely expressing the view of the Law Commission, which had recommended a similar decision in 1969 without any success. Anyway, the compared objectives and the examinations of the Northman v. London Borough of Barnet case prove the point conclusively. Lord Denning claimed that the act by the Law Commission should be replaced with one that originally worked, which was intended by Parliament. Several efforts to amend the law failed. However, the reason was not the lack of support but of parliamentary procedures. Consequently, the judiciary's attitude may be regarded as the necessary action towards law modernization and the extension of the judiciary system. As for the issues raised in the Royal College of Nursing v. DHSS case, it is necessary to emphasize that Denning selected the best decision, the option for reform. Originally, it was emphasized that the offered by the late DHSS claim in the House of Lords in 1980 in a debate he started with the Royal College of Nursing, which examined the issue of abortions in the late 70s. In this case, Lord Denning has been introduced as the recognized expert in human rights issues, and he emphasized that the case required not a standard decision, which should be based not only on the existing law, but also on the experience of judging such cases through the history, and when it was concluded that the case should be also regarded by doctors with nurse experience. In the case Mandla v. Dowell, it was underlined that the conduct of the Commission for Racial Equality had been mostly unreasonable and oppressive. Lord Denning expressed regret that the Commission had taken up the case. Kerr noted the following on this case: the Commission has a difficult task, and no doubt inquiries will be resented by some and are liable to be regarded as objectionable and inquisitive. But the respondent in this case, who conducted his appeal with restraint and skill, made no complaint of his treatment at the hands of the Commission. The paper defined the judiciary's attitude towards Acts of Parliament, and this attitude is observed in the regarded cases. Actually, it is emphasized that Lord Denning claimed that the law is not working as it was intended by the Parliament, and he expressed deep concerns on the matters of the damaging consequences for societies where acts by Parliament are not working or cannot be relied on.